Hello, my name is Shadow Templar 591, and I am back playing Street Fighter. So, last time we were continuing our bout against Adon. Kind of talked about the difference between Tekken and Street Fighter. I am still playing Street Fighter. I mean, Tekken. That being said, Tekken did just release their newest update, which I am not a fan of. For the big part of they increased wall carry, which is it's a big part of Tekken. But not only did they increase the amount of how people can wall carry, but they also increased the damage, the damage that you can do now. Especially you can literally carry someone from one side of the ring to the other, wall spread them, and do 100 damage. Which, to give you context, in at least Tekken, for most characters, and maybe not all characters, that's more than half their house. So you increased everyone's damage, and then you increased the ability to wall splat, which is in Tekken is a big way of how you get a lot of your good damage. It's kind of like in Street Fighter how stuns and stuff, you can get a lot of damage as a stuns and things like that. It's kind of like that, and a similar idea in that. Now that being said, I am still very new. I think maybe I have about 20 hours into it. I've got probably 100 games played, so I am still fairly raw. So there's probably things I am missing. How can I put this? Yeah, there's probably things I am missing that is that I am missing that probably could help mitigate that damage. But when you get juggled from one wall to the other, you just noticing, as far as I know, there is nothing you can do about that. You are just kind of stuck there. As far as I understand. Now that may be different. That may not be true. There may be a way of mitigating that. As far as I know, once you start getting juggled, there is not. So if you're getting juggled, it's over. That's it. Speaking of being over, that's the only second time I've been able to take a round from. I'm glad I did, but I don't want this to be a 10 episode thing of me facing Adon or Don. So I may just say if it happens again, I may just save. Just because of how, I figured by now it would have been with a lot more rare, frequency. So, with that not happening, I might just have to, I probably should have saved it. It's okay. It is what it is. But I think that's gonna be my thing going forward. Back to Tekken. So yeah, there's definitely probably things I can do so that I don't get in those situations. The problem is, once you get in those situations, there's not a lot to do. And I could be wrong. As far as I know, actually, I was going to say, as far as I know, Tekken doesn't have mitigated damage, but it does. So you do get less damage. I don't know. It just, everyone complains about, in fighting games, literally just sitting there taking a bunch of damage. And that is the poster child for that happening. The only thing I guess I can say is, for me at least, this is why I don't play games like Dragon Ball Z Fighter. I don't play Marvel vs. Capcom, at least competitively, just because you can get combos so easy, and it's oh, okay. And you might say, hey, in Street Fighter you can do the same thing, and that's true, but Street Fighter also usually requires a lot more buffering of moves. There's a lot more, and I don't want to, and this is going to sound like me kind of being a fanboy, and maybe kind of hater, but I don't want to say skill, but Tekken is built with like strings built into them, so there are natural strings that are built into them. Unlike like Street Fighter is basically here's a bunch of moves, here's like kind of like what they do. You know, it's up to you, you know, the community or you know, the player to figure out what those natural strings are. That being said, you know, these companies, Capcom and so forth, have play tested these games, so they have an idea of, hey, what moves people are probably going to use together. So they're not totally out of the loop when it comes to that. That being said, there's things and moves that they probably never expected they can get, you know, comboed together and things like that and connected together. Well, Tekken literally, like, spits it out to you. Like, you were literally, you know, people complain about like, oh, hey, Tekken has like 500 strings and stuff. And why that is true, a lot of that is also, basically, it's really the 4 or 5 moves stringed together, which is the same in Street Fighter, but just because, like, I guess, for me at least, just because of how it's implemented, it doesn't feel as bad. Like, it feels like it's something you have to work for a lot harder than you do in Tekken. Like, Tekken, it feels a lot more natural. And because of that, when you get jungled, in at least Street Fighter, when you juggle someone or do that, it feels a lot more more worked. While in Street Fighter, they'll literally move. They'll naturally like get someone in the air and juggle them and what's called corkscrew them and things like that. So, ooh, he knew I was going to try that. Which in Street Fighter there are moves that will crush counter and things like that. But like, how can I put this? Like, a crush counter usually requires the opponent to hit another button. Where in Street Fighter, in Street Fighter, a crush counter they have to be hitting another button, jumping or something. And it's not all move, like, just because, like, how can I'm trying to come up with how way I want to like delineate these two, and I'm really having a bad time coming up with something, because they are both certain moves that will do the same thing. I would say this is what I would say. Street Fighter does have moves that crush counter. That is beyond a doubt. But Street Fighter only has certain moves that will crush counter, and they will only crush counter. Like, there's not certain moves that will crush counter and screw attack. Like, they don't have, like, oops, press the wrong button. Like, Tekken has moves that will do a screwball, corkscrew that will automatically, like, lift a guy up. Like, they have a move that will do a bunch of, basically, I don't want to say the same thing, but essentially the same thing. Basically, you lift your opponent in the air so you can combo underneath them. Which Street Fighter does not have. So I think that's my problem. And the thing is, I'm going to keep at it with Tekken. I'm going to keep at it a little while longer, because I'm starting to, I like the game. I like that, you know, you don't have to, I like to get kind of dynamic of like, hey, you have this ultimate move, but you're not invincible to it. You will take damage and possibly die. I do like the 3D aspect of it. I just kind of am a little disappointed that they kind of had the defensive market cornered, and then with this newest patch, at least in my opinion, they gave that up. They went for more offense, which I get, and once again, I get it's better for the players, it's better aspect wise, like to watch, you know, big flashy move. That's what everyone wants. But I don't know if, and once again, I am a very new player to not only fighting games, but especially Tekken. But in my estimation, I don't know if flashier automatically is a better, healthier environment. Because what it comes down to, because when you start going for that, it becomes power creep really quick. Because it's like, now, okay, well, so, you know, just so you can do these flashy moves, you know, these moves that maybe not comboed before, connected, or chained together, we're going to let them now. Or we're going to get these moves extra properties, you know, have more moves that corkscrew, more moves that lift up, and that eventually, if you saturate too much with that eventually takes basically the uniqueness out of it. It basically strips the uniqueness. So like I said, I'm gonna keep at it. That being said, I might look into Samurai Showdown, because it is, from what I've heard, it is the most defensive game out of many of the fighting games out. So I might look into that. Yeah, so Samurai Showdown I may look into. I will probably get DBZ Fighters. I don't know if I'll make a video about it. It would be like that kind of review series I kind of had and then didn't, but I might do that. But I don't think I would do it competitively or anything like that, just because of just the insanity of it all. Was getting juggled and stuff. I was concentrating really hard there and trying to think of any other game. I may go, if Mortal Kombat has a sale, I may look at the Mortal Kombat. I'll probably go back to Street Fighter eventually. It's just I kind of got really annoyed by it just kept crashing on me, and it kept saying it was my my graphics chip, but I recently updated it, and I know other games were having a recent, like, an issue with the graphics chip, so I don't think it was that. Or if it was something that, like, it's with the update, so they're gonna have to do an update to fix it anyway, so there's not much I can do anyways. I also may go to a game I was playing that a lot of people may know about, Rivals of Acer. I like that. I may go back to that. I really, right now, the plan is go with Tekken, try to see if you can kind of get over I don't want to say get over, but kind of adapt to the new changes. And then if you can, you know, kind of see where that goes for. Maybe once the next update for my graphics card, I have a NVIDIA comes out, try to see what happens there. Go back to Street Fighter, because then I also have a break, which will be nice. You know, you don't want to keep playing the same games at the same time, and then kind of go from there. I'm gonna, you know what? I was gonna quit, but let me give it one more shot, maybe two, see how we go. But yeah, so that's been my experience with Street Fighter. What the heck happened there? Yeah. Ooh. Okay, I was doing really good there. That's why sorry guys, I went silent there, because I was doing really good. I was hoping I could pull up a victory there, but no goose, no dice. Oh. Okay, we'll give it one more shot and then we'll call it. But yeah, it's kind of been my Tekken playthrough. You know, I'm gonna, if I come up with anything, you know, I'll play some more by the time I make the next video. So I'll keep you guys updated. You know, I think right now, I don't know if you guys enjoy it. I kind of like it because it gives me something to talk to, especially since really with this fight, and until really we get to Street Fighter 2, where there's more characters and kind of more story to talk about, you know, it gives us something to talk about, because right now there's not much to really speak about. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Why does that do that? Why does he automatically, like, if I press back, yeah, it's gotta, I want to try one more, because it's gotta be something I think that's what's getting me in a lot of trouble. So I don't know if the B button is sticking, or if, like, am I buffering a move and not realizing it? Is that a thing in this game? No, okay. So what's happening is, because I'm getting hit out of my move, the next time I get a free chance to do a move, that since that's the one that's been inputted, that's what's coming out. Okay. I hate that. I believe the doc, so I'll pause it, because I don't want to get stuck in being like, one more. I hate that system. Dark Souls, I believe 1 and 3 had it. 2 didn't, which is one of the things I actually liked about 2. I know a lot of people didn't, but that's another change in it. So we're getting close. I mean, we got a round. We're doing a lot, on average, we're doing a lot more damage to Adon. So I feel a lot better. I feel like I'm starting to download him little. So, we'll continue to fight. We'll see what happens. I'll probably save next time I take a round. I don't want to, but I don't want to also be, 6 episodes deep and still at this. So anyways, guys, my name has been Shadow Templar 591, and have a great day.